Hi, so today we're going to have a go at building a simple shelter. So I'm going to show you a nice and easy one using a tarp today, but you can also use natural materials you find out in the woods. So shelter building is great fun and it's a really good activity for team building and getting yourself creative with designing. So these are the things you're going to need for making your shelter. So ideally a tarp. This one's about 2 meters square. So something about that size or even a little bit bigger. So if you haven't got a tarp, something like a sheet or a shower curtain's a really good alternative. You will also need a nice long rope. So this one's about 5 meters or so, which is a good length to have for about a 2 meter tarp. Then you'll need 4 pieces of cord. If you don't have cord, string will do you just as well. So these want to be 1 meter or so long, will be perfectly adequate. And lastly, you'll need 4 sticks, or if you've got tent pegs, you could use those. They need to be small enough that they will fit through the eyelets on your tarp, and that's you ready to start building your shelter. So first find yourself 2 trees. They're about 1 meter longer than your tarpaulin, and make sure you remove any hazards from the ground underneath. So now, using your rope, attach it in a ridgeline between the 2 trees. So a timber hitch is really good for this, but any firm knot will do you. Think about how high you want your ridgeline to be. Do you want the sides of your tarp to touch the ground, or do you want a higher, more open shelter? This is a great time to start a discussion about different designs you can use for different purposes. So make a loop with your cord and do that for each of your 4 pieces. Thread one of your loops through each of the 4 corners of the eyelets on your tarp. Put the tarp evenly over the ridge line and peg out all 4 of your corners using your wooden pegs or your tent pegs. Put in your pegs at about a 45-degree angle. Make sure you're pulling the tarp nice and taut. So it's nice to make a floor for your den using another tarp. It just keeps you nice and clean and dry underneath. So that's us made one sort of shelter, but there's lots of other types you can have a go at. So we'd love you to share your designs that you've made on our social media at Seven Lochs Wetland Park.